This is Tuesday the 6th, I guess, or 5th. Yeah, 5th. This is Margaret in Windsor, and I've done a lot of tapes. I wanted to add this short one today. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I married at Childers. Carl and Peggy were born out of wedlock, and their mother killed them. And I was put there and grew up being told that I was Peggy. And, well, it was a pigsty, and I don't want to go into that at the moment because I put this on videos, prior videos, and some on Facebook. And by the way, I do want to say this. I wrote about mind control murders back in 77, 78. Larry Flint, excuse me, March the 6th of 78. Larry Flint was in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I was in Marietta, and he was shot. And his attorney was killed, that was with him, shot and killed, and the person was programmed to shoot him. And the person's a victim of mind control that shot him. You have to go back to the agency or persons giving the commands and using mind control. It's a weapon, and it's hard to prove. It's not visible. So if you don't do it in patterns or something, how would you know? And the ones that I've told about over the years that they've kept doing in patterns are in patterns, and yeah, they can be proven. After that, trying to get the book published in Marietta, Georgia, I live there, and the Flint shooting and a whole bunch of stuff. Got a letter from the FBI June the 23rd of 79. And it was ongoing investigation, national security involved. And it was a living hell. My whole life has been, but I feared for my children because things were being done to them. And some things that I didn't know that were done to them, I later found out. It's hideous. But April Fool Day of 80, I was filled full of antifreeze and should have gone into a coma and died. It was a fiasco when I simply went for a tox screen, and was never done until about 7 days later in another state. I was taken there illegally, Huntsville, Alabama, and it showed antifreeze in me. Now then, I went to work for the district attorney in Huntsville, Fred Simpson, Madison County District Attorney, and I'll leave that. I went to work there in May of 80. Now I want to go back to what I said I was going to make this short. I've told about mind control murders, the Georgia Tech that's not that far back in '07, and you've got the psychiatrist at Fort Hood who finished school at Virginia Tech, if I said Georgia Tech, I'm sorry, it's Virginia Tech in Blacksburg near Roanoke where I'm at. So there's been a whole list of the murders. The Fort Hood shooter was also born in Roanoke, Benton. But there's a lot more to the patterns that prove it, like a fingerprint, etc. But the Tucson, Arizona, Mark, and he was the husband, Mark Kelly, to Gabby Gifford, who was a U.S. Congresswoman, and the shootings took place in Tucson, Arizona. And there's a reason I'm saying this. Scott was his twin, and Mark and Scott are my son's name, and I was given the name of a twin when they kidnapped me. So I could go on, but the tape would run out, and you still wouldn't get the gist of it all. I want to go to what maybe I should have put in the beginning. I think, anyway. There's a murder that happened, and I'm not sure it's a murder. That he's Randy Taylor in Nelson County, went on trial the 1st, I believe, of this month. Yeah, May. And they say it's going to be over in a few days, end of the week maybe. I don't think the truth will ever be told there either. I've told the agency that's doing it, and quite frankly, that's committing the murders, it's the people that allowed it to happen. They're the ones that did it to me, and my life has been an ongoing hell, and I've tried to tell about that. Everything's been done to me. No one has been prosecuted. They've benefited from it. And at a certain point, I hope it's over. I'm still alive, and all of this is told. Uh, Randy Taylor um, is being tried for the kidnapping and murder of Alexis Tierra Murphy. Now then, they haven't found a body, so they say. All I know is from the beginning, I've told that it was done in patterns, and it was. Whether they find a body, I have thoughts. I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'll just go back to who was Murphy down the Appalachian Trail. He was the movie's Audie. Okay, I don't know because of the name of the Murphy, as in Murphy, North Carolina, where the supposedly oh God, I'm going to forget his name now. It's early in the morning, and I've had a lot of spraying, and I'm allergic to chemicals that's gone on here. Rudolph, that was supposed to have done the bombings. He's in prison, by the way. The Olympic Park, Eric Rudolph. Okay, you can go back in Atlanta. He's in prison. But he was captured in Murphy, North Carolina, by a policeman that had just been put there named Scott. And it was at a garbage can out back of Hardee's or one of the fast food when Eric Rudolph was in hiding, of course, in the woods and doing the forest trying to live. And they caught him there. Now I'm going to go back to what Randy Taylor and the Murphy. Randy Taylor, by the way, from Quantico, the FBI agents came and did forensic, and forensic really has not that much to do in this. It's really the patterns, and the FBI would know it very well, and that's all I'm going to say about it. And they've even told you, they're telling you when they bring in people from Quantico who's doing it. It's the people here that are responsible, the Americans who have done nothing other than go after me because they're cowards, and they won't go after the FBI or the law enforcement. Law enforcement's afraid of the FBI because everybody has something to hide, and the FBI will go after law enforcement. I have to say this, I don't know if law enforcement would have even let me live if the FBI hadn't been there, though, so I'm not saying anything for the law enforcement. Now then, Randy Taylor, before I go, there was mind control and the patterns totally done in this. Randy Taylor's trying to tell them that he doesn't have any memory of being on the camera at Liberty gas station when Murphy, Alex, I'm confused right now because I've got chemicals poured in here. Alexis Murphy was there, and he opened the door for her. He says he has no memory. And people laugh at it when he says that, thinks he's lying. No, mind control used on him, on Randy Taylor, can tell him to forget it, wipe it out of his memory. He doesn't even know it. He's a victim of mind control. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know. But if she is, he was under mind control. If he's the one, it was mind control used in it. He would not have any memory of it if he was told to forget it. And by the way, real quick, if somebody gave a mind control victim a lie detector test, you would get a total bad reading because one under mind control thinks they did commit the crime. When they didn't, they don't know mind control was used. So they believe they did commit the crime, when in fact they're a victim. And just like the Aurora, Colorado, where they're giving him psychotic drugs, got him locked up, and he'll probably die if all this isn't told. So where are all you people that have helped kill me is really what they've done. You should see what they've done to me. So I'm going to close this now. And that's what's going on up in Nelson County.